What is going on, you guys? Welcome to the Wrestling World Podcast. As always, I'm your host, Austin Boyer. Before we get into tonight's video, hit that like and sub button and hit that notification bell for your latest wrestling news, rumors, updates, content, and spoilers. All right, guys. Well, I'm scrolling through Twitter and Facebook, and when I'm scrolling, I'm reading people talking about Triple H negatively, people talking about Tony Khan negatively. People saying Triple H is the better booker. People saying Tony Khan is the better booker. And it made me want to make this video here. And, I may upset some AEW fans, but oh well. This is just my opinion. Don't take it personal. But my point of view, you may not agree with, but my point of view is from a point of view of a fan who has been watching pro wrestling for 20-some years, because I've been watching WWE from the early 2000s. So when I critique AEW, you may not agree with it, you may not like it, but I do have a knowledgeable point of view on pro wrestling. So when I'm scrolling through Twitter and Facebook, I see the better booker between Tony Khan and Triple H. People think Tony Khan's the better booker. People think Triple H is the better booker. So I'm going to dive into that topic here and discuss it with you guys real quick. To be the better booker, it's not just about creativity. It's not just about, stipulation matches or anything like that. It is, but it's not just about that, because to be a good booker, you have to get your fans invested in your product. You have to be able to sell tickets. Enough tickets, to be called a good booker. Because here's the thing, if you weren't a good booker, if you weren't good creatively and booking your talent and booking your stipulations, your matches, then you wouldn't sell tickets. Your ratings would be garbage, and it would just happen. And we've seen that happen. Look at WCW. Now, who's the better booker, in my opinion? Quite simply, and I did say I'm going to make a lot of AEW fans mad when I say this, I'm going to say the better booker, in my opinion, is Triple H. When it comes to selling tickets, creativity, returns, stuff like that. Why? Because WWE's product is just presented better. And Tony Khan, in a way, just doesn't present his product in a way that it should. As far as stipulation matches, AEW does have a lot of great stipulation matches. They do. They have the knockoff War Games. They call it Blood and Guts. They have, cage matches, everything that you could want in a pro wrestling match. But their finishes and the things that go on in their matches just isn't booked properly. For instance, the needles to the mouth, getting slammed on bricks, drinking blood. I mean, a lot of stuff here is just like, it appeals to a certain type of fan. And so when I look at AEW, I don't think their product is just presented in the way it should be. They have the talent. And I will say that some of the stuff AEW does when it comes to returns is decent. So they can book returns. They can, book stipulation matches pretty decent. But the outcomes of these matches and the storylines are just pointless. Big difference between WWE and AEW, and I've said this multiple times. AEW, they can book stipulation matches and revolve around a story. They can have a storyline. AEW cannot do that. AEW, they can't have a storyline. And when they do, it doesn't make sense. They can have a match, they can have a cage match, they can have everything, they can have a good match, but no story. So does this get your fans invested in your product? No. Why? And it might for some fans, I don't know. To me, it doesn't, because you could have a stipulation match, you could have a cage match, you could have this, that, but if there's no story, it's not gonna grab the fans' attention. When you watch a soap opera, do you watch it because of the storyline, or do you watch it because of the characters? And some of you may watch it for the characters, but ask yourself that question. Now, I will say AEW, when I say they book their returns properly, they do, and somewhat better than WWE. When they booked CM Punk's return, amazing. Now, MVP's return could have been a little bit better. He could have been presented a little bit better, but same as Shelton Benjamin, instead of a backstage segment, he could have been presented in a much better way to AEW. Now, did WWE present CM Punk's return better? Yes. Does WWE have stories? Yes. Do they have characters? Yes. AEW has the characters, but they're not using them to the advantage that they need to. They have MJF, who they can't keep a babyface or a heel for what? Now he's in a program with Adam Cole, and now roles reversed. It was Adam Cole was the heel, MJF was the babyface. Now MJF is the babyface. Now MJF is the heel, and Adam Cole is the babyface. And now they're feuding again. Why? It doesn't make sense. And this is the type of things that I'm talking about when it comes to AEW, just nonsense things. They can't tell a story, and even when they attempt to do so, it is backwards. So in my honest opinion, AEW can't compete with WWE even when they try to book something. Because let's be honest, this feud with Adam Cole and MJF, it's been in the making for a while. But why all of a sudden are the roles reversed? I get it, MJF is a good heel, but does he need to be feuding with the babyface Adam Cole whenever Adam Cole was the one who turned on MJF to begin with? Doesn't make sense. Better booker, Triple H. Storylines make sense. Look at the Bloodline storyline. Because, see, Roman Reigns could be a heel, but he could also make a decent babyface because of Solo Sikoa, turning on the Bloodline. And it's the same scenario, basically. MJF and Adam Cole, Bloodline, but it makes more sense because WWE's smart. They're thinking things through to where I feel like AEW rushes things ahead. I don't know. So do I feel that as far as selling tickets, storylines, characters, everything, you got to give it to WWE. And a lot of AEW fans might argue that with me. I don't know. But Triple H is a better booker. And I would love to challenge any AEW fan that thinks differently. Tell me why your product is better. AEW is just not my cup of tea. I'm not going to sit here and bash the product, but when I see opinions on Facebook and Twitter that just don't make sense to me, it's like, all right, whatever. Terrible booking. Terrible, terrible booking when it comes to AEW. But oh well. So, my opinion, Triple H is the better booker in terms of creativity, everything else. NXT is a lot better than AEW. I don't think AEW could even compete with NXT. I don't think AEW could even compete with TNA. And TNA, I mean, TNA's okay. It's not like it used to be, but it's okay. In other news, though, rumors of Brock Lesnar's return. He could be returning soon. I'm hearing about those rumors being debunked, though. It's people saying he's not returning. Reports are also saying that there's no plan in place, but then I'm also hearing that that WWE's also interested in re-signing him and bringing him back. So take it with a grain of salt right now. I'm not going to confirm nothing. We got the Murder City Machine Guns debuting tomorrow for SmackDown. I'm sure KO and Cody Rhodes will go at it again. Randy Orton and KO are supposed to feud also. A lot of big stuff here, guys. So tune into SmackDown tomorrow night. But a lot of rumors and stuff regarding Brock Lesnar that I just don't like. I don't care to see Lesnar. I don't want to see Lesnar again. Unless he comes in as a babyface, that would make much more sense. And I would be much more happier with that. But oh well. But anyway, have a good day, guys. God bless. I will see you soon. I will see you tomorrow night. We're probably gonna live stream tomorrow. If not, then I'll see you Monday. But have a good day, guys. Take care. Good night. Also, I want to know your thoughts before I end this video. Who do you think is the better booker? Comment below and tell me your thoughts. Triple H, Tony Khan. Let me know, guys.